And how did they turn out on the academics in Form 4?
So I was actually, again, I always say, there are no clever people and stupid people. There are only people who had a chance at nourishment and people who didn't.
Yes.
A lot of things is about our nutrition. And I always go back and say, I wasn't just a bright boy. I was well fed when I was young, and therefore my body and my brain developed to be able to pass exams. And even as we discuss these things, we must always remind the people who listen to us and we talk to, that nutrition in the first 1,000 days of a child sets up that child for life.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first
1,000 days.
1,000 days.
The first 1,000 days.
Wow.
Breastfeeding and post-breastfeeding.
Yes.
It sets up the child for life. So if you had nutrition problems at that point, and those could have come from maybe you are not properly fed, you are not properly breastfed, or you're having maybe frequent diarrhea, the brain doesn't develop. It's called cognitive capacity.
Yes. So
and therefore, after that, you will never be able to recover. You'll always be behind in your studies. So that's an important lesson.
So that's the first 3 years, more or less.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
And I think we are told now when we do the antenatal clinics and all that, that especially breastfeeding, the first 6 months is very important.
Extremely.
So you would like to emphasize that?
Absolutely.
Because it sets the child.
It sets the child for success or failure in their future.